My opinions on this channel are my own. I expect you to have your own as well. I don't like seeing comments that tell me to pick a side or to make up my mind when my opinions maybe seem more nuanced, more middle grounded, or maybe even undecided. I'm young and things change, and therefore so do my opinions. This usually gets referred to on the internet as flip-flopping or being a pussy bitch, but the thing is, people don't have a hive mind, and occasionally you're gonna come across a YouTuber that's a little indecisive, curious, and enthusiastic, and that's what you have here, and I'm gonna be fully honest about myself. Briefly here, let me explain what I'm talking about. Recently, and for me it's just yesterday, I did a video about how I feel about Call of Duty World War II's multiplayer. In that video, I share the opinion that Call of Duty World War II is basically a good but boring game. That opinion was different when the game just came out, that opinion was different when I was playing the beta, the opinion was different when the game was first announced, and the opinion will be different 6 months from now most likely. When I make videos like this, sharing my opinion, I am not here to create rhetoric, I am here to share my current thought process on a game. There are tons of channels that do technical analysis, critical analysis, and are just downright mean to certain video games, or overly praising to others, and if you would like those opinions, if you would like those types of videos, then go there. Now that that is out of the way, and I'm sorry I wasted about a minute and a half of your time, we're going to talk about Destiny 2 and my current feelings about it. First off, let me say that Destiny 2 is not a bad video game. It does a lot of things that I wish Destiny 1 would have done, but at the same time, it has one major problem I have with a lot of sequels, and that is sometimes sequels don't do the correct thing. Let me explain. See, in my mind, a sequel to a video game is supposed to be better than the end of its predecessor. And what I mean by that is Destiny 2 feels like Destiny 1 did at launch. Shallow, unfleshed out, and a platform for DLC. What I wanted Destiny 2 to feel like was Destiny 1 at the end of its life cycle. Similar to how I wanted Battlefield 1 to feel like Battlefield 4 at the end of its life cycle. See, you would just hope that the developers and publishers would think, hey, this is where we left our fans off with our last title, let's pick up from there and take what we learned and what they said and make a better game. Basically, I just hope that sequels build off of each other and get bigger and get more interesting. And that usually happens within the first 2 games, and usually when it gets into the 3rd game, you just kind of wonder why it's still going on. The first game usually plays with an idea, the second game fleshes out the idea, and the 3rd game capitalizes on how everybody liked the fleshed out version of the first idea. Whereas Destiny 2 just kind of feels like Destiny 1. Plain and simple. Shallow and repetitive. And I have made videos in the past saying that Destiny 2 is easy, but that's not a problem. And I stand by the fact that I am all for casual shooters, casual action RPGs, casual first-person games. I'm all for it. Not every game needs to be the pinnacle of skill-based gameplay. However, the gameplay you've been watching here is me watching some YouTube poops on my phone while half playing the game. Not once was I punished for being stupid, or dumb, or slow, or inaccurate. I just kind of floated through this little quest thing that I stumbled upon, and whatever. There's no little cutscenes, there's no cool first-person animations, there's nothing that really immerses me in the world of Destiny 2. I feel like my character's the best part of the game, and my progression of my character is the main focus of the game. Everything else that goes into an RPG takes a back seat. Story, exploration, a sense of adventure. Hey, even if you don't like games like Fallout 4 or Final Fantasy 15, you can't deny the fact that they have an interesting world with a personality that really tries to immerse you, and you go on adventures in the game. So when you have a first-person space RPG with unlimited potential at its fingertips, you would hope that it would embrace that. It doesn't have to be Witcher quality or Final Fantasy or Fallout quality, but I mean, like, it could try. When I think of Destiny, I think of a fun-to-play, co-op, grindy shooter that has nothing but potential. Is it fun to do a nightfall with your friends? Yes. Is it fun to get together with people and do the raid? Yes. Are those good qualities? Of course. But talking about the rest of the game, the open world, the story, it feels shallow. It feels quick. It feels like it wants you to be done with it so that you can play the next DLC. So, in that way, Destiny 2 feels like Destiny 1 at launch. Shallow, not fleshed out, and a platform to sell DLCs. So when Destiny 2 inevitably goes through the exact same life cycle that Destiny 1 went through, and gets a nice big fat DLC towards the end of 2018, which I almost guarantee that it will, it's gonna get this big Taken King level DLC that reinvents the game, adds whole new weapons, adds a whole new way you level up, whatever it might be, I don't know. I'll probably be interested in the game then, but still resenting the fact that I have to pay to get the game that I wished it was from the beginning. And so that's really the main point. You have to wait or pay to get the game you kind of wished it already was from the very beginning. So in summary, I'm probably going to be bored of Destiny 2 until its big DLC comes out, and I'm going to end the video with one final statement. Bungie and Activision are lucky. They're lucky that their shallow platform for DLC with admittedly intuitive gunplay and fun visuals was able to find a fan base. They're lucky. They got lucky that people wanted a loot and shoot sci-fi game that is repetitive and recycling, unimaginative, and fails to live up to its full potential. They're lucky the game was just fun enough, just interesting enough to create a fan base that would buy the second game and all the DLCs for it, and who will buy the third game. Because a game like Destiny, I feel like, deep down, even though I enjoy it, I'm talking to someone that does enjoy the Destiny games, I think they are fun to play. But deep down, I think these games don't deserve their fan base. These games are lucky to have one. These games are lucky that I like the combat loop in the game. I like shooting the aliens, and I like getting the engrams and then getting them decoded and hopefully getting something cool. They're lucky. Unfortunately, for Bungie and Activision, much like myself, people will be getting bored. So, I am bored, and I'm going to be bored until they shake it the fuck up. So basically, we'll wait and see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you love Destiny 2, let me know why you love it down in the comment section below. No offense, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be do the raid, play with different characters, do the raid, play with different characters, do the raid, play with different characters. And honestly, I could have done the raid like 40 times since the release date of the game, but that would have just cemented the repetitive notion I already have of the game. But I still want to hear your guys' opinions. I still want to hear what you guys love and hate about it. I'm sure there's going to be some fuck Destiny comments, LMFAO, and I'm also sure there's going to be some you're just bad at it, kid, fuck you. Like, I'm guaranteeing it, but we'll see what happens. Thank you guys for watching. See you when I see ya. Goodbye.